Hello, how you doing? It's me, Zacarias, and I have good news, especially in California. I'm not coming California from Texas, but I'm gonna let you know. The California state has banned the use of Redskins in all public schools as mascots. Why did it took since 2015 to make this problem happen? You know what I'm saying? Make this solution happen. Okay, I'm glad because I'm mixed with Native American. Very proud of both my African and European, and also we make it three instead of both Native American roots. And I'm so happy to see that we're going to be treated respect of mixed blood Native Americans like myself and full blown Native American, pure monoracial Native American people. Okay, we are our ancestors are going to be treated with respect and dignity. Okay, this is the problem. Why can't the NFL? Can we boycott the? I mean, I'm not a football person. Okay, I'm not really into sports except for wrestling. Okay, but if we can boycott watching football games that involve Redskins, I really want. I'm going to really ask y'all if you, all my people who are mixed with Native American or pure Native American people, no matter what you look like, if you are offended and you're a good football fan, let's say you watch football all the time, especially during Thanksgiving and Christmas. I'm not too much a football fan, so I know that if I was with my wife, which I do, cannot wait to get married, and have the money to back it up as well, because I'm poor right now. When I do find a woman to get married to, I'll be making love on Christmas, okay? Because that's my Christmas present, my wife. Anyway, but I haven't found her yet. But on Christmas and Thanksgiving, okay, during New Year's, whatever, when they have football games, if they have Redskins playing on watching Redskins, can you please turn the television off? Can you please boycott their games? Can you also protest at their games? Because it's so offensive. Imagine if they had the jigaboos or coons or niggers or the WBTICKs or SPICs as mascot at names. You be very. Imagine you're going to you're with your children and you're going to school with your children. You're going to excuse me. You're going to your school game with your children, or you're going to watch your child play in football, volleyball, basketball, or what's it called, soccer, baseball, even basketball. Well, they don't have basketball, but it's any sporting event at your school, at your children's school. You would get offended if those names were mentioned as mascots, or they're playing against a team with that name. Okay, that's the whole reason why that I'm making this video, because I'm glad that in California somebody had a petition and they told the California state to say, hey, ban the name Redskins as a mascot. We can do it to all 59 states. Okay, since it was one state that made progress. Okay, we don't need to have racial slurs as mascots. And excuse me, I mean this is disrespect to our Native American ancestors. Okay, remember they were slaughtered and doing and everything bad to them in this country, have their land stolen from them, from our white ancestors, should I say? So, and it's one thing that I would like to want to let you know, when they say Redskins, they're calling our Native people savages. And as a person with African American roots, my people was called savages too. It's kind of odd that my white ancestors call my African and American ancestors savages, but they were doing the white ancestors were doing the ones who were the oppressors were doing the most savaging to the part to you can't even explain it why they was doing this. You know what I'm saying? They're doing it out of hatred and evil. They was raping, killing, enslaving both races and causing genocide. Well, not only genocide because it's Native Americans who are racially mixed who was forced to be put in some other category, but the one drop rule or blood quarter mess that white racist people made up. But we're still here, and they use paper genocide to deny our multiracial roots to be acknowledged when we were racially mixed with Native American roots. So, what you need to do as mixed race Native Americans or pure breed, pure blood Native Americans, I don't know, multiracial Native Americans, I say, you need to boycott. Don't watch the games when they have Redskins playing on that that night. Okay, don't watch don't watch television on Sunday morning. You know what I'm saying? And looking at the game. Okay, you need to boycott them so they'll not get ratings because this is sickening. You know what I'm saying? How they call this Redskin team. And one time I was watching a documentary on PBS. It made me sick to my stomach. It was some dark skinned brother, okay, African American descent. Now, he might have the American roots, and now you may see him as a mixed race person. Might be dark skinned, you know, light skinned, no matter. I mean, if you have mixed race roots, it's who you are. He was in the mascot of Redskins, and these Native American people was telling him, "When you're making fun of our people," you know, and he didn't feel any shame about that because he was getting paid to be a mascot for the Redskins. And it made me sick to my stomach. I'm like, dude, but if you have Native American roots besides African, do you know our European ancestors killed and murdered and slaved and raped and did all this stuff to our Native American and African ancestors? So you gonna do this to our people? You know, so it made me sick to my stomach. Okay, you know, I had a problem wearing if you're especially with the American heritage mix up here wearing a headdress. Okay, I wore a headdress for Halloween, and even though we're not a costume as they say, I showed my Native American heritage because it was ignored. You know, amongst racist, stupid. I don't even go there because I'm not trying to make a rant. Anyway, you know what I mean. I feel about folks who don't acknowledge my multiracial background and my identity. But anyway, so every time they had dressed up as something else on school, I wore opposite I bought, and I was so happy wearing it. I felt so proud wearing that headdress. I think I still have it. Probably it was sold when I had put it into the storage, and I didn't get a chance to pay the bill, and then they sold my stuff. But I was so proud. Every time I put it on, I was so proud. I just feel a spirit. Just felt good that I was acknowledging my partial Native American heritage. Okay, so I had no problem like Pharrell wearing a headdress. He was not making fun of Native American people. He's partial. You can look at his features and his caramel skin. He has Native American roots. Okay, but as folks making fun, like the mascots, you know, making fun of us with the tomahawks doing all this stuff, it's just insulting. And I'm sickening when I see people of African American heritage knowing they got some Native American and besides white blood in them doing the same doggone thing, copying all these white racist people. So that's what makes me sick to my stomach. When I think one of my videos I talked about a Hispanic guy who was Mexican descent, you know, they mix with Native American as well. We was going from Spanish class, we had a test to speak in Spanish at a Mexican restaurant. It was 2006 when I was in Paso Community College in the fall season, the fall semester, excuse me. And as when he gave me a ride, he was a cool check out a friend of mine, and he was learning Spanish. You know, he didn't speak Spanish, so he was learning Spanish as well. Dark, very almost come close to my complexion, dark Mexican guy. And so he looked lighter than I, but looked kind of close. He was a dark Mexican guy. And so he's very cool. But when I was riding with him on the freeway on I-10, going back to the campus, as we left the Mexican restaurant on George Dieter on I-10, which is Gateway West, I felt so disgusted seeing he's a big Redskin fan. He had Redskin all over his car. And I mean, I had no choice to ride because I had no place. I mean, I had to walk to a long because Paso bus system is screwed up. They have bus stops so far. It's just, so I mean, of course, I was lazy. So he didn't give me a ride. And I said, "Can I please tell the Lord what way I can?" I'm like, "Can I please tell him to get this stuff off his car?" I can't tell what to do, but it's insulting. And I may look black to him, but I'm also partly Native American due to my DNA, due to my heritage. So mixed heritage. So that's what I felt. So I mean, it was insulting, and so it hurts me in my heart when I see people wear this shirt Redskin. When I see folks when they doing this tomahawk making fun, it just sickens me. Cause it's no fun. And one time, it just like it sickens me when I go to the grocery store and I see Aunt Jemima. You know, I love pancakes, but I don't buy no Aunt Jemima products. You better not put that in my apartment. I get mad with you. You know what I'm saying? It reminded me of slavery. And I one time said, I was at Family Dollar one time. I said, why the heck they got Aunt Jemima here? I probably said, why the hell I want to cuss his rent. I said, why the heck Aunt Jemima here? This reminds me of slavery. You know, they and I do boycott Aunt Jemima. I mean, one person on my Instagram, which I want one of these days, if I have the guts, because I don't want to cause a riot, he's a cool white friend of mine, and I'm mixed with both white and American and black. I mean three, all three races. And I did not like the picture. It was black folks who was laughing at this. And, and there's a picture of Aunt Jemima in the bed with where's that white man? Graham Oaks, whatever, in the bed with him. And he said they make good breakfast in bed. And I was insulted because I'm, whatever, well, I'm mixed with white. If anybody, I mean, because not all race, I mean, especially in Louisiana, there was Creoles who were free of color. They also have white French people who did free the mixed race people who actually was against slavery in Louisiana by the Anglos, white English Saxon Anglos. So I were not all mixing. It was from the white side. It came from rape. They were race, especially in Louisiana. Okay, they had free people of color who are Creoles. So, and I have Creole roots. But what I'm saying, if there was, which is now would be shocked, some rape that happened in my ancestors from the white and black side, I'm assaulted when I see Aunt your mama in the bed with Great Oaks because it's the man, wasn't he was a slave master too? Whatever. Anyway, but Aunt your mama was a slave. You know what I'm saying? So, but when I go to the store, I mean, I want to tell him, if you know who I'm talking about, and you watch my videos and you have me on Instagram, you know exactly who I'm talking about. And, so I wanted to actually say, man, it's offensive. And I'm a mixture of those two races besides Native American. And I could have came up, my family tree could have came up from the master rape mixing, okay? So, guess I'm saying, I claim I'm multiracial and very proud to be a mutt. Don't explore how I got here, should I say. Get my point? So, anyway, but when I look at Aunt Jemima, every time I go get some pancake mix, I go to get Parade or Hungry Jack, right? And I see Aunt Jemima. I mean, it makes me sick to my stomach. Yeah, and I met people of African American heritage. Oh, them pancakes are good. You missing out. I don't want no pancake that represents slavery. I'm serious. I mean, we talk about slavery, but at the same time we want to talk about so we can get rid of the components of slavery, the racism of slavery, should I say? I don't want it to remind me of Jim Crow and slavery or racism. Get my point? That's why I talk about racism on my channel because I don't. We talk about it. We fight. Instead of talking, we fight against it. We have a better life for the future. That's exactly what I'm for. So I don't want to remind me of slavery. Okay. So I don't buy Aunt Jemima pancakes. I don't. I love pancakes. I buy Hungry Jack or Parade. I don't know about Aunt Jemima pancakes, and I wish they would kick Aunt Jemima off the doggone market. Okay, she should not be on shelves. I don't care if she has a perm on her head and no scarf. It still reminds me of slavery. The origin of it does. So going back to the Redskin team, when I see it's insulting because my Native American, both mixed and pure, suffer in this country and had their land stolen from intruders who have my white ancestors. So you get my point. That's why I don't want to go to. If anybody invite me to a football game and the Redskins are playing, I'm not coming. You waste your money on a ticket. Okay, if you give me some Redskin memorabilia, whatever you want to call it, I don't want a part of it. I'll throw it in the trash. I'll just burn it. Whatever I do, I'm serious. Okay, that's insulting to my Native American people. I don't celebrate Columbus Day. You know what I'm saying? Only thing that I like about Columbus Day is the we call the sales and all other stuff. But I don't celebrate Columbus Day. No, I don't. You don't see me saying Happy Columbus Day. No, he should not have a day. He should abolish. They need to have the Dia de Razas. The Dia de Razas in Latin America on that day is celebrate all the diversity race mixing that happen in Latin America. That's what I celebrate. Because I'm multiracial. No, I'm not Latin American, but I'm also multiracial, and those races are European, African, and American. I'm also European, African American as well. You know, African and European and American. I'm also African and European and American as well. So I don't celebrate on Columbus. Columbus, they would killed my people, my Native people. And then, there was Native American women because I defend that not all natives were killed in the Caribbean. They were mixed with the Spanish by rape or marriage. There was marriage too, and some fornication. Okay, but that he killed most of the men on those islands. Okay, the women was defenseless. That's why they racially mixed. That's why many of the Latinos who are Cuban, Puerto Rican, Dominican do have the American DNA. Okay, due to So point is, I get very offended when people think Columbus is some good hero. No, he was not. He was an intruder. Like I say, I'm gonna buy a shirt that says illegal immigration started in 1492, and that is very true. No American had no border patrol coming here when the Europeans came here. They just came here and stole these lands, and that's exactly So that's one thing I give when white people say we the minority. When white racist people, I'm not saying all white people, white racist people who say the white racist group like the KKK, and I say we the minority and these people come taking over and this is all. No, it's not your doggone land. This is Native American, my Native American ancestors' land, and when we stole it. Okay, if I go to the store and steal something, is that mine? No, it's not. It belongs to the person that had it first. So I get very offended when I hear stuff that we found this country. White people, my white ancestors did not find this country. My neighbor ancestors did. Before a white man or a black man stepped foot in this doggone land, my neighbor ancestors found this land. And they control this land with different tribes and stuff. So don't sit here and say that Christopher found this land. No, he didn't. He just found out that the planet was not was not flat. It was round. That's the only thing he found out. So that's my little situation. But anyway, I'm glad California has opened its eyes, and hopefully the rest of the 49 states do too. That they will no longer have mascots in public schools as mascots public as Redskins. We don't need no racial slurs used as mascots. Okay? And the same thing goes for those in the NFL. Please stop using the word Redskin as a football team and having folks get a tomahawk doing this. Okay? That is offensive to my Native American people. Okay? We know y'all talk about y'all want racism, okay? But you offend people who first found this country and found this both the continent, South and North America. And I'm glad to be proud to be mixed with Native American. Nobody can tell my behind to go back to Africa. This is my land too. I got 3 homelands. Okay? Africa, North America, and Europe. So don't go there with me. And I would tell you behind to go back to Europe if you're racist. White person. Trust me. Well, I got it. Well, you don't claim it. You chose white side for white privilege. That's why for white Native American people, not all, because I do defend you on mixed race background and mixed race identity, okay? But those who try to play two sides of the coin, they want to claim their rules in public, but they don't check it when you go on census. They don't check it on the application. They don't say I'm part Native American, part white. They just say I'm white, and they go along with the white privilege, okay? So that's why some people say, well, why black Indians, Native American folks, say they mix with Native American? Because we have identity stolen from the one drop rule and blood quality mess. The white folks, people who are white and Native American, who look white, the blood quality was used as genocide to Native American people. It was not, you know what I'm saying, the white race people made that up. So I mean the one drop rule. Okay, they were trying to stop Native American people from mixing with white people. So they, you know what I'm saying. So anytime a mixed race person who is Native American and white marry a white person, keep on marrying white people, they will no longer be classified as Native American. They will not get the benefits of being Native American. What the blood carton was to stop them from mixing and cause more genocide. Okay, paper genocide, should I say? Okay, so when you sit there and say, "Well, I have a grandma that's Native American," okay, yes, you are part white and part Native American. You are actually mixed. Okay, but when you turn around and say, "Well, I still see myself as a white person," because last time I checked, a white person is a pure Caucasian European person. No mixing at all. Okay? And you want that white privilege. Yeah, so of course you don't care about your non-white heritage. So that's why you say you're white when you're not pure white. You go to a KK neo-Nazi clan people, they'll tell you you're not accepted in their group because you have a non-white person in your family. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I'm glad I don't go along with that claim to be 100% pure something because I'm happy that God gave me mixed background on both my mom and daddy's side, and they mixed up too. So, I'm happy that I'm a mutt, and I have no regrets for it. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Bye-bye. Have a nice day.